Hello again, it's Jared Two Speaker, and today I'm talking about a spiritual plant that I recently experienced, and it's called Salvia Divinorum. Salvia is very different from ayahuasca, and those are the only two types of spiritual plants that I've actually experienced. Salvia lasts for about 5 or 6 minutes and is very, very intense. Ayahuasca can last up to a year if you stay on that ayahuasca diet. Okay, I'm talking about salvia. So salvia is not a drug. It is a spiritual plant. It's a hallucinogenic, and you can actually order it online. It's legal. Okay, so salvia, my first experience with salvia was really, really funny. But every time I use salvia, I just laugh, laugh, laugh. The first time, the information or the message that I got from it was that we are actually experiencing ourselves through our imagination. So we are just a figment of our own imagination experiencing in the physical body. I saw people that was not originally in the room, and they were like floorboards coming up from the floor, vibrating, and they were actually communicating from the top of their heads. It was really funny because I started out on the bed, ended up in the doorway of the room laughing my ass off, and these people was coming up out of the floor. They're not coming up out of the floor, they were actually attached to the floor, just vibrating. And I'm saying, the question I asked was, so we're stuck here, we can't move, this is really the reality of who we are? And the answer came to me as, yes, we are basically just vibrating and experiencing ourselves through our own imagination. And after that, when I was able to return to the bed, because I felt like I was stuck against the wall, returned to the bed and I laid there, and there was just this swirling brown motion. You know, it had no true form. It was just a movement of this brown thing in and out, somewhat like a snake movement or something, swirling pattern. So then after that, I just came out of it, and it took about 5 or 6 minutes. Every time after that, my experience has been just laughter, uncontrollable laughter, not really knowing what I was laughing about. And that tells me that, of course, I already know. Of course, I'm happy within myself. And I was expressing that part of myself every time I do it. That's what happens to me. I just laugh, laugh, laugh. Other people had experiences that were not so pleasant. Actually, it was terrifying to them. And they said they would never do it again. But it is a spiritual experience that you have. And your experience depends on how you are, who you are, and where you are in your spiritual growth. So it may be pleasant, it may be unpleasant. It just depends on you, the person. So if you do decide to try salvia, have an open mind with no expectations, because everyone's experience is different, because everyone is different. And but it is something that if you want to go deeper or to open your mind and see beyond the world that we are in without, taking a drug, then salvia is the way to do that, as well as ayahuasca. So that's my word for the day. Until next time, love, light, peace, meditate, and hey, try some Salvia Divinorum.